Hey, everybody. Long time no see out there in Facebook and YouTube land. It's your old buddy John here
Hey,
with Vic.
how you guys doing?
I'm doing great. Nice for you to ask there. Vic Spaler rhymes with J-Lo, can't spell sauerkraut. I
Yeah,
got it
that's
all in
good.
right in the beginning. So
That
it's
was a
pretty
that was
special.
that was a fancy countdown.
That was good. Hey, did you like
Yeah,
that fancy countdown? I'm
that
very
was amazing.
professional.
It was
I'm
very
a
professional.
filmmaker.
Yeah.
So we're here tonight for a special announcement. If you look up in the corner of our screen there, we have the logo that was made by a special friend of ours. Vic,
Mhm.
tell us about the logo.
The logo is made from by Kate from Art Gallery Tattoo. Also, Siren Song Studio and Kate's Tattoos on Instagram. You can find her, and it represents the type of beers that we're going to have in this particular competition. We
Yeah, so
wanted to go. We wanted to go winter type of beers, and it's still fall, so it's a little combination of winter and fall in that logo.
it's one of those things where we can have some fun with, and we wanted to do something a little bit different. So it's the South Jersey Beer Scene Homebrew Harvest Competition, and we have a pretty cool prize, and we're going to get right to that right away. But just so you know, it's a AHA sanctioned event, and we'd like to. And there's Vic preemptively wearing a medal. There'll be medals and frames. Is that true? And we'll have a trophy for the winner. There's 4 categories and a grand champion, and we have some great sponsors. Our friends over Fermented. Uh, uh, Guy Corrado over at Eastern Homebrew and Keg and Barrel, plus Circle Liquors and a host of other people that were helping us out. And we're going to benefit Brewery Strong. So we're going to have our special guest, Rob Callahan, on in a minute to talk about what Brewery Strong's doing. But first, the grand prize, there's actually a 2-part to the grand prize. I don't even think Vic knows about the second part. But the first part is you're going to, the winner, the grand champion of the event, will get to brew their beer with this dude.
Hi, everybody.
It's Adam Kerno from Garden State Brewing Company. So the winner will get the medal, best of show, AHA certified, all the stuff that goes along with that. And then your beer will actually be made for production at GSB. So Adam, tell us a little bit about, Adam's very excited about this.
I mean,
We're going to make this an annual competition, and we're going to move from brewery to brewery, but being always my son-in-law, and I figured he wouldn't say no, I asked him first.
it's nepotism.
Nepotism. So tell us a little bit about, you're a home brewer, and tell us the cool, what's cool about this for you.
Yeah, I mean, home brewers in general tend to be some of the coolest, most creative people, at least in my experience talking to everybody. And you also find that when you work at a brewery, you can be creative, but you also have to make sure that you're taking care of what the customers want and everything. But when you homebrew, you just do whatever you want. So a lot of these, guys and girls, they make some amazing beers, and they don't really necessarily need to think about capacity and space and ingredients. So they can just brew whatever they want, and they really have an opportunity to be creative. And then picking these people's brains, because brewing, no one's ever the best. So you're always going to learn something. It's a lot of fun to collab and get together and talk to some people that are really passionate about what they do.
We have some great homebrew clubs, sir. And Vic is the president of the Ocean County Homebrewers Association. And we're hoping that a lot of the club members will join us and have some fun here. But what we're going to do tonight is we're going to go over the rules, the styles, and I'm going to bring in Rob in a second. We'll talk about Brewery Strong. All the proceeds from this after costs are going to benefit Brewery Strong, the organization that Rob started, and I'm proud to be a part of. Brewery Strong's nonprofit organization that benefits people in the brewery, bar, and restaurant business in the form of we've given out a ton of over 200 grants. We're doing scholarships and sponsorships, that kind of thing. So it's going to go directly to help that cause. And we are so proud that we were able to do something like that, and humbled by all the help that we've gotten from everybody. So let me bring Mr. Callahan in here. Hey,
yeah.
Rob.
What's up?
Yeah, Rob.
So Rob's
all right. Cheers.
Cheers.
I like to drink every time I'm on.
So Rob is a home brewer, and now he's the president of Brewery Strong, and he's the sales manager of Tuckahoe Brewing Company. So tell us a little bit about your homebrew experience, Rob, in a contest like this.
Well, I never really entered a contest, but I always wanted to. I always thought that I could be a decent brewer. when I left my other career and went to Pinelands, it was because of homebrewing that my wife got me into the homebrewing scene, and thought it was pretty good. And I learned a lot of stuff at Pinelands, and they let me brew, and I really liked it. I just think it's exciting for somebody. We know so many people that homebrew. I know Adam used to homebrew. I tried to homebrew, but I lent my pot to our brewers, and they got lactic acid stuck in it. So right now, I'm sitting there trying to get cleaned out. But it's an exciting thing. It's an experience. Like I'm in the midst of brewing, fixing a brew shed up, as you know, John, and my wife's father, before he passed away, like we went in and did a brew station, at a electric channel, and it's like, dude, you could jack a car up on it, but like it's a pretty cool thing, and I want to be able to use it again, and I'm getting ready to get back into homebrewing, so maybe I'll enter.
Okay, so anybody who works at a production brewery cannot enter this contest.
Well,
We're going to put that right away.
I have something in the kegerator right now.
I'm not a brewer. I'm a sales manager. Jesus.
So we're going to go over some rules. We're going to talk about some categories, but the other part of the grand prize is Gary Monteroso's show, What's on Tap. The winner will have an appearance on there, talk about the beer. We'll invite him on along with Adam or Jason or whoever, and talk about the beer, when it's going to be released, because it will be released in the tap room.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to brew it right there and release it in the tap room. And when that's done, Gary's going to have the winner and Adam and Carissa or Jason, whoever wants to be on, and talk about the beer in the contest. So let's get to the skinny of the contest. And Vic, you take over from here. So we have 4 distinct categories, and that Adam and Vic discussed. And I just want to put a disclaimer out front. The winning beer, we may not be able to get everything that you put in your beer to make a big batch in the bigger system. But Adam and Vic have talked about it, though we're going to stay as true to the recipe as we can. If there's an acceptable alternative, you guys can work on it together. But, chances are everything's going to be pretty close, I'd imagine. But if for some reason you have some really wild, crazy adjunct, we might have to make a couple concessions just for the ability to be able to brew it on the bigger system. So Vic, go ahead and take it away and talk to us about these categories.
Sure. As John said before, this is an AHA sanctioned competition. AHA is the American Home Brewers Association. So we'll be using BJCP, which is the Beer Judge Guidelines from 2015. So I'm not going to list every subcategory, but the main categories, there'll be a winner in each category, is stouts and porters.
I'm not on.
I'll mention a couple of the ones in that category. American porter, Irish stout, English porter are 3 of the beers. There's actually 7 of them in the category. And when you see the list, once John releases the actual total list, you'll see the actual BJCP reference number there. And those of you who are home brewers or familiar with BJCP, with the BJCP guidelines, you'll know what I mean when you see that there. So you can actually look up what is the actual style, what's the characteristics of that particular beer, which is important if you're entering a competition as a home brewer, because that's what the judges are going to look at. If it's a porter, they're not looking for the craziest porter you can possibly make. So Adam and I actually discussed the adjuncts, and you can have adjuncts in it, but if your adjuncts take you too far away from the style, then you're not going to get the style points that you would normally get.
Yeah, it's an actual, like Vic was saying, it's a legit BJCP. So you want to brew as close to the style as possible, because if you don't, then you're going to get pegged, and then you might not get as many points as you could have if you actually adhered to the style guidelines. Exactly.
So that's the first main style is stouts and porters. The second one is winter warmers, and a few of these are an English strong ale, a wee heavy, and we were saying earlier that that's not a style that's brewed a lot. I know we did it in the Ocean County Home Brewers Club as a club project several years ago, but it's not a style that most people hear about. and also a Belgian dark strong, which Adam, you're very familiar with that too.
That was our 4th year anniversary beer. Came
Yep.
out excellent.
Absolutely, and you actually inspired me to brew one, so I did it, and I had it in the barrel for a couple of months here too. The next category is ambers, and we have International Amber Lager, and there's more styles. There's more subcategories here. I'm only giving you a couple of them just to save time. There's a California Common, which we actually did this in a competition with our friends from Monmouth County Homebrew Association, and a lot of my brewers were very, there was a lot of gnashing of teeth and consternation because they said, that is a sucky type of beer. We don't want to make it California Common. To give you an idea what that is, Anchor Steam is a California Common. A Munich Dunkel, Marzen, that's a few of the other ones in the ambers. English ales, which a lot of folks in my club that are more mature, let us say, like me, they're very excited about these styles because it's something they do all the time. Particularly one of our club members, Roger Wells, who actually is one of the co-producers recipe of the pineapple Hindenburg that's produced at Icarus Beer. That's actually based on Roger's recipe. We also have English ales. That's on the English ale side. We have ordinary bitter, strong bitter, Irish red ale, and a brown ale. So that's our BJCP guidelines. Each style, each category will get a medal. Each category will get a medal, and then the 4 will compete against each other for this here thing. This is a gold, the best in show medal that we have here. Now, with the list here, I also consulted several times with John Moorhead, who is the national director for the AHA for all of the competitions. He also is one of the guys, one of the folks that runs GABF, which is the biggest beer festival in the country. You know, he helped me arrive the styles, and then Adam and I reviewed them, saw which ones we might want to take out, which ones we want to leave in, and that's how we got the guidelines and the styles. So all of you home brewers out there, I know I've been sending a few messages out to everyone. I know I've connected with Barley Legal, also with the Cape May Brewers Guild, as well as Brew Jersey and our friends up in Monmouth County. So we're looking forward to a lot of entries in this and really a lot of fun. So, John, I'll turn it back to you.
So a couple things. First of all, the website, sjbeerscene.com, on Friday at 8 a.m., the entry page will go up. That'll be on the header. We'll have it all over Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, wherever you want to, wherever you go to get that. There'll be a direct link for the application. A couple things. This is a charity event. We're going to have a $15 entry fee for the first beer, $10 for every second entry, 1 entry per category. The drop-off is going to be at Garden State Beer Company from Wednesday the 11th until Sunday the 15th. Make sure you tag your bottles. The tags will be up on the site as well. It's pretty much standard, just like everybody else's competition. We're going to take 30 days of entries till 11/2 at midnight. So from 10/2 to 11/2 at midnight, we're going to stop. And the judging competition will be held on November 16th at Garden State Brewing Company. We have some BJCP judges. We have a lot of people in the industry like Rob and some other people that are going to come out there to help judge. Total blind tasting. So we're just going to split them up into the categories and do it the real way. The one thing I've been getting some questions once we started this, that homebrew means home. Your homebrew may not be brewed at a place that brews beverages for commercial purposes, for any, even if it was for just research or for any other purpose, brew pubs, any place like that. We want real home brewers. I know there's a couple guys have reached out and asked me that aren't really brewing right now. But if you're affiliated with a brewery, we're going to say on this one, for this one, and you brewed in a brewery, we're just going to keep this strictly amateurs. amateurs only, and that you don't get paid to do this. So that's kind of the rules. The full set of rules will be there. It's pretty standard. We're kind of trying to keep it pretty easy. And like I say, the winner will be to brew with Adam, and we'll go on What's on Tap with Gary. We'll do a live stream. We're going to do a bunch of fun stuff and get it out there. Let me add Fun Bobby back to the stream. Hey, y'all done your dinner there, bud? You're hold on. I got to unmute you.
I'm good. I cooked it up 10 minutes before you got me to go. Come on, so I'm good.
So as far as the brewing competition goes, all the entries are there's going to be a strict cutoff point, and when on the form, which will be clickable, we will let everybody know if there's any changes. We feel like everybody dropping them off at the one place is fine. If you guys want to get together with gather with people and bring them all at once, as long as they're labeled, we don't care. Excuse me. So we're putting together something at GSB. We're going to see maybe there might be another element that we were kind of discussing, and we'll talk about that. It depends. A lot of this depends on where we are with capacity, how many entries we get, and how many people we're going to be allowed to have in it at GSB that night for the private event.
What you asked me to, we're good.
Okay.
We're good.
Cool. Top secret stuff that we can't talk about.
Double secret
now, and I'm part of this.
Yo.
Yeah.
One thing, like, I would add one thing, John. Like, I listened to Vic talk about the styles, and just keep in mind as a home brewer too. Like, I'm a guy who sells beer. I'm also the guy who helps price out beer. Like, adjuncts cost money, and it makes it a lot easier when there's not as many adjuncts.
And the other thing we want to say about adjuncts is that if you put so many adjuncts in there that we can't tell that it's true to the style, you're just wasting the time. Yep. I mean, I've judged a ton of competitions. Vic's judged a ton. Rob's judged a ton. It doesn't mean that your beers are bad. It just means that they don't meet the style limitations. It doesn't mean you're brewing bad beer. It just means that we're trying to judge true to style. So keep that in mind. Vic was talking about limiting the amount of adjuncts today, and I think Adam talked him off the cliff today. But I mean,
we'll be fine. We're gonna do our best to make sure that we keep the recipe as close as possible. And I'm sure it's gonna work out. But if we need to substitute a hop,
listen, one or two adjuncts is fine. When you get past that, like then you're getting to a beer that, as a person in the business, is not economically feasible.
Yeah, and you're going to lose the style.
Right.
You're going to lose the style, and you're, like Adam said before, you're not going to get the points that you need to actually win that particular category.
Right. And I guess to piggyback on that, I make sure that you whatever beer you brew, make sure you enter it in the correct category. Yeah, if you make an outstanding American porter, but you put it in the Irish stout category, even though it's an amazing American porter, you're going to get hit for not hitting the style guidelines of the Irish stout. So, and I'm sure everyone is, whoever does competitions is aware.
Exactly, Adam.
So do your best to be as diligent as possible when selecting the category, and making sure that your beer is in the correct category, because you don't want to look for something stupid like
exactly
mislabeling the category you entered in.
That's why, as I said, once John publishes the style, you'll see the BJCP number next to it, and you can go that and read the description of that particular style of beer, and it'll even have some commercial examples of that particular type of beer. That'll give you a ballpark of the type of beer that you want. And the thing that's great that John did with the contest is you can enter a beer in each of those categories if you like to.
Yeah,
and here's a good beer. Straight old stout. And listen, never had a stout from Allagash until this week. And my wife bought a private stash. But you know what? I know where it is. And it's pretty damn good. It just says stout. That's the thing. Like, a good beer can just be a plain old beer. Yeah, it doesn't have to be, it doesn't have fancy stuff, doesn't have lactose, doesn't have whatever. Like, a good beer is a good beer.
But we want to see everybody be imaginative about what they're doing as well. The other thing too, with all this, is that we encourage people that have never been in a contest to get into the contest, because you'll get a BJCP scoring roundup of how you did with your beer. which is important for people that are making beers. So you'll have people that know beer that will be filling out a score sheet. We're going to have a sample score sheet on the site, just so if nobody's done that, somebody doesn't understand how it is, they can see how it looks. You'll get feedback on your beer. And the people that do this aren't going to go like, oh, it tasted like shit. They're going to say, hey, maybe next time. Well, maybe they will. I don't know. It depends on how late in the competition.
Maybe they're not a good judge. I don't know.
I think maybe people try and do some constructive criticism and saying, hey, the reason that it got this vote is because we thought this, or I thought this. And if you get a bunch of those, you can look at them and say, hey, well, maybe, 5 out of 6 people said that. What can I do to make this better? Mm-hmm. So it's a good opportunity for the homebrewers that haven't never been to a competition and will see, get some constructive criticism. It's great. And the money's going to Brewery Strong. I want to flip it real quick. Rob, how great has Brewery Strong been?
Brewery Strong is it exceeded every expectation that I ever set out with you guys to meet. And honestly, we've had the opportunity to do something great for our industry, do something great for the people that pour our beer. I'll give you a few examples, and this, John. We've had somebody who passed away that we were able to give a little extra money to because, for a different circumstance. And just recently I got to drop a check off to somebody who's going through stage 3 breast cancer. So, and where she works is a place that supports craft beer, and it's important. And the reality is, when we got into this, we didn't really know where we were going, but it was COVID. We're trying to help everybody. But I think the long-term plan for us is that we can help somebody in the industry or somebody in the, whether it be the brewing industry or the bar
restaurant
people, we can help them, when it comes to a medical, emergency or something like that. But the reality is, we want to help. We want to be able to form a scholarship too, and not just, I've been thinking about it, not just one. I want to be able to do one for people in the brewing industry, and also want to do one for people in the restaurant industry, to come in and learn about craft beer, or do I want to go to school? Do I want to learn to be, craft beverage management? Do I want to be able to become a brewer? So I think we need to offer it to every aspect. I think we need to go to two entities where we differentiate brewing people and people in the restaurant and bar industry.
Yeah, we've had a lot of success so far, and we have some pretty special announcements coming up in the next couple of weeks that we'll share on the Brewery Strong website and here as well. It's growing. It's forming some roots and tentacles out there around the area, and we're going to have some pretty cool announcements going up. And Brewery Strong isn't just me and Rob. We also have Alexis Deegan. We have Cindy DeRamo, Matt Ziegler, Augie Carton, Crystal Lockman, and Mike Kivowitz of New Jersey Craft Beer, and a lot of people that ancillary to it that have done a lot of hard work for us. This is what I think I'm most proud about. We've raised a significant amount of money, almost $60,000 or better than
$62,000.
And thanks from people buying T-shirts and buying glasses, and from the brewing community has been unbelievable with the amount of money that they've donated, and it just keeps coming in. From the small ones to the big ones, we've been able to give well over 200 people grants right now to help them out. And we have the ability to deliver a lot of these, hand deliver these, so we can get them right to the people that need them. And I'll tell you, to see somebody that's used to working 5 nights a week at a restaurant and they're down to 1 night here and then flip flopping with somebody else. I mean, look, it's not going to change their life, but maybe it makes people feel like that there's a little something out there.
There's hope.
The little hope, a little something. So if you or somebody, or you or yourself have been affected by COVID, or you need a little extra help, go to brewerystrong.org. There is a sign-up sheet there. We want to give you money. A lot of people say, "Oh, save it for the people." We hear this all the time, right, Rob?
Don't listen. Yeah. John and I have gotten hand deliver some checks together, and it's probably the coolest thing you can ever do. People are it's so great, and we didn't do it for self-gratification. We did it because it's the right thing to do. And,
right.
It just makes a difference. And, there's people I've known for years in this industry. I was a bartender, and for me to go to a bar and see my beer or see your beer, Adam, and see some other people's beers, and it's like we've come a long way. Like we're fighting the fight against big beer, but yeah, when people support local product or New Jersey product, like it's a good thing, and these people need help, and it's not going to get any better.
Yeah, and it's great that this
we're going to flu season, so who knows what's going to happen? We don't know.
And so all the money from this is going to go right there. And I want to thank again all the sponsors, the people that are helping us out. The three of the local homebrew shops, Keg and Barrel, and Guy Corrado, who's always been one of our sponsors, and Eric Schmale out of Fermented. The guys over at Circle Liquors. Jordan is, does some work with us on the show. He was going to be here tonight, but he's doing something else. He had I think a virtual wine tasting that he was doing. Tom's helping us, Tom Renzulli. I'm sure he's out there watching. We have a lot of people that are, Mark Haney from the Atlantic City Press, put something out there today, kind of got a sneak peek out there, Atlantic City Weekly. Gary Monterosso from What's on Tap is helping us out there. Just tons of people.
Scott from Keg and Barrel.
And just tons of people that are out there helping us, try and get some money raised for Brewery Strong and have a cool competition.
Sure.
And get somebody to get some beer out there. And hopefully when the beer is made, we'll be able to have some sort of to do over at GSB to do that.
I'm going to drink it.
So
listen, maybe we'll get John Henderson to set something up, because there's a guy who's been affected by this.
Yeah. So look, and so many people helping us, and we're so grateful for it. So once again, just to go over 4 categories, bunch of subcategories, win each. $15 for first entry, $10 for each one after. You can enter one in every category. If you're brewing it along with somebody, I know that Tim Smith and Jason Falloon are out there, the brewing tandem. That are out there. I'm looking forward to seeing something from those guys. We're going to take all the entries, AHA certified for those people that, follow the American Homebrewers Association and get Zymergy magazine. We will be listed. The winners will be listed there, from what I understand. We're just not able to get it into the publication quick enough to get other people in here. The judging, we have a strong squadron of judges that are going to do this. So it's not going to be just like find anybody to drink a beer. We're taking it very, very seriously with the people that we have. To make sure that we do justice for all the hard work that you put into the beers. If you have any questions, you can always reach out to John at sjbeerscene.com. You can leave a message on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. You can look for Adam on TikTok.
I have OnlyFans.
Hey, you can look for me. I'm running for Congress.
I just found out what an OnlyFans was the other day, and I had no idea. I didn't even know what it was.
I don't even know what that is.
Yeah, go look it up. We're not going to talk about it here. There might be kids watching.
I don't know what that means.
So everything will be up on sjbeerscene.com on Friday. I'll tell you later. sjbeerscene.com. You can also reach out to Vic. Vic is Vic at sjbeerscene.com. You can also get him at the Ocean City Homebrewers. All the homebrewing people, Vince Feminella up there in Monmouth County, and Eric with the Brew Jersey guys, and hoping to see some Barley Legal up there. Let's see who's got the most winners coming out of this. But I would love to see some. Cody says he subscribed to your stuff, Adam. So we'll. Cody, Cody, subscribe to you. It's totally worth the price. Thanks, Cody. We'll make sure we do that.
Adam,
he's my only fan.
Adam,
He's my only fan.
It's called only fan because you have one. We'd love to see some new. We'd love to see some new brewers. And if you're interested in home brewing and you just don't know where to go for a club, there's clubs all over the place. We have links to them off of our site. You can reach out to Vic. If you're not in Vic's area, he can certainly send you where he needs to go. Adam's way involved. Rob's way involved. Rob's eating his dinner again on live stream, which is my favorite thing.
I made it right out of my garden, by the way.
So I think that's about going to wrap it up tonight. Vic, you got anything that you want to wrap it up there with us?
No, good. I just want to say good luck to the home brewers out there. You got some great homebrew shops. You got Eastern Homebrew, Keg and Barrel, as well as Fermented, who can really help you out. So good luck to everyone. You're going to get the opportunity to brew with the Orlando Bloom of brewers.
Is your OnlyFans called Fake Orlando Bloom?
It's the real Orlando Bloom.
Okay, I was just checking. Anyway, he's married to my daughter. What am I doing?
Dude,
Anyway, they just had their first anniversary.
Hello.
Happy anniversary, son.
Thank you. Thank you.
And we're gonna have.
I was at that wedding. It was awesome.
Damn right.
Yeah, that was fun. We're gonna have some specials and some things along the way from some of our sponsors for people in the home brewing industry and out to as a little reward, try and get the community together. We've done a lot of stuff for people, professionals. We just thought this was a cool way to get everybody together. I mean, we lost Witchcraft for the fall. A lot of things are. Did you want to make the announcement there, a special announcement tonight, or no?
What?
The one you talked about right before we went on the air?
What about T-shirts?
No.
Oh, you mean my beer dinner? Yeah. So as a beer salesman, yeah, I'm out and about all the time. I'm going to be the guinea pig for the COVID era first beer dinner. I'm going to deal with Chef Michael Brennan over at Josie Kelly. I'm really excited. We talked about the menu tonight. It's a full on dinner. 5 beers, beer cocktail, 5 dishes, full on entree. We're looking at some pretty cool stuff, and Michael and I are pretty excited. We're looking at the 27th of October. You'll see some more details this week. I gotta get on my computer tonight and do some, make up some flyers and whatnot. But I'm pretty excited that you're gonna see some stuff you're gonna see some pasta made with spent grain. You're gonna see a salad with some real hop cones, because I'm going to cut the hop plant out of my garden because my wife hates it. So I'm going to use all the hops that are in there, and we're going to use that in a salad. So it's going to be pretty cool. Yeah, we need to get people back in action, and it's a trying time. Listen.
And the chef that's over there he's an okay chef. Over at Josie Kelly. So we have Michael Brennan, Chef Michael Brennan, who we love, who did our beer dinner over there at the Cardinal Bistro. We're getting, we should have had the new Cardinal Bistro, but things kind of slowed down, and because of COVID. And we're really looking forward to Michael opening his restaurant in Atlantic City. He's one of our favorite people. Dude, he's so accomplished. He's like 12.
My wife just said no tongue. I'm like, there's no tongue on the menu.
no, that was awesome. So, guys,
it was okay, but whatever.
No.
It was great. It was great. So we're gonna go.
No.
Thanks everybody for stopping out. Look on Friday. It's going to be fun. We'll have more. God, you have something else?
By the way, keep your eyes open for Brewery Strong pop-up events. We're breaking out some long sleeve tees. They're going to be pretty cool. They'll be done sometime this week, according to my guy. We'll see. Maybe I'll strangle him, but we'll see. We're going to be at different breweries. Like, we're trying to bring people to different breweries.
That's awesome.
Sell some T-shirts and raise a little bit of money. Like this, it's an important thing, and we need everybody behind it.
And before I cut for the South Jersey beer scene, little stuff that's going on here. We have some new writers. We have Shoreside Brewing that's on there doing some stuff about beer and brewing. He's got another article coming up next week. Rich Dennis is on there. He's done his first article, and we have something in the wings from Ship Bottom from him as well. We kind of slowed things down a little bit just because it was, there wasn't a whole bunch going on, but it seems to be, thanks, Gary. It seems to be one of those things that people are starting to get back out and about, and we're going to be putting up some more stuff. Also, guys, get ready for something else. We're taping a new show with Johnny, my kid, and with our friend Alexis Deegan called Alexis Drinks. Go to Instagram and follow Alexis Drinks. We have 2 shows that are taped. We're going to start releasing them out there. They're a half hour. It's a really cool concept. And if you know Alexis, she's awesome. And the people that we're doing these shows with are awesome. We have tapings coming up, and it's a half hour. It's like a real show. It's craziness that talks to a brewery and some really cool stuff. So go follow Alexis Drinks on Instagram. And get ready to watch those shows. They're going to be about 25 minutes. They're very cool. They're very fun, and get to talk about some stuff that we don't normally talk about. Just some different things from a different perspective. So I think I'm done. we haven't been on for a while, so I just like to talk. And it's always good to have Fun Bobby with me, and that's son-in-law of mine, and Vic, even though he can't spell, is
He's
still one of my favorite people.
Bitch, I will tell you that.
He really
Man,
is.
son of a bitch.
All right, so keep an eye out, and we'll talk to you guys later. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers, everyone.